Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Valley, a game about a mysterious forest and you wandering around to unlock the secrets behind it. So make sure you grab that L.E.A.F suit upgrade, make sure you get that double jump ready and prime that Viper strike, and let's get started.
That's right, folks. Blue House Studios, who made the Slender Man game, is back with another fresh title of their own called Valley. Being on vacation from your job, you somehow wake up in this mysterious cave, a part of this mysterious and unknown forest and valley that was owned by a long-lost tribe called the Caesareans, and even later founded by a team of doctors and scientists post-World War II. The valley holds a lot of secrets that some truly don't know about for the sake of themselves in the valley, but it's also been stirred up enough to where the secrets begin to show. It's up to you to find out what the tribe is hiding and what the scientists truly woke up. Now, when I first seen Valley, I really did not know what to expect. I watched the trailer on Xbox and I thought it was going to be like some high intense bodysuit game from when you got the L.E.A.F suit, and everything is going to be a really big change of pace and everything else with a Bioshock Fallout type feel. But as I played it, it actually had its own bit of individuality and kind of did something different from most games and its counterpart. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the pros. My first pro for Valley is that this game's graphics and art style is downright gorgeous. Valley has an art style where it's easy on the eyes and plays the appealing portion of where it looks good no matter what landscape you're in. Valley does an impeccable job of simply looking amazing and giving you an amazing world around you to look at. Valley has some very beautiful backdrops and up close impressive graphics, and it shines everywhere as much as possible. Whether it's daytime, nighttime, sun's going down, even in snowy landscapes. Valley just looks great, and it's a pro for me. My next pro for Valley is that the L.E.A.F suit upgrades really do steal the show sometimes in this game. From the piston upgrades that push your speed to the limit on the piston tracks, to the lake skipper upgrade where you can run across the water for a brief period of time and the L.E.A.F suit and not drown, to the magnetic upgrade where you can stick to walls and switch up the gravity a bit and go any way you want to even the Viper strike, which is just a chain that lets you swing and gain momentum. The upgrades in this game really shine sometimes and practically steal the show with the cool moments that they give you. It's a pro for me. My last and final pro for Valley is that I enjoy the fate of the valley being on you. The fact that you control the life and death of the forest in very different ways is cool. From actually giving life to the plants and animals with your own energy to even being able to take away energy or dying in the forest and being resurrected by taking the energy away from the valley is definitely one cool and creative thing that definitely gives its own individuality and does something completely different from a lot of games. This definitely interested me in the thought of it, and it's definitely a pro for me. Now see, as I was playing through Valley and burning through the campaign and getting all the collectibles as much as I can, there were some things that I noticed that really tend to shine over some other things throughout the game. And those things that did shine actually began to become a problem throughout the game, as I noticed that some things became a bit more repeated than others, and stuff that just wasn't as great as others, and things lacked in certain departments more than others. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the cons. My first con for Valley is that the actual valley itself is bare. There's nothing really given in a fleshed out scenery to represent how a valley should look. There's barely any wildlife there, only a small handful of forest sprites, a bare minimum of trees, and sometimes the trees themselves can glitch. It's actually a problem I truly have with Valley. As it's described throughout the game, a luscious valley with so much to see, and yet when represented throughout the game, it's actually bare and pretty bare bones, and nothing represents that claim. It's actually very upsetting, and it's a con for me. My next con is that the enemy variety type in Valley is actually very repetitive and there's not much switch up from it. You have the Amarita Swarms early on, they get a different type later on. Then you have the demon types that appear throughout the game later on, which has a variant of that particular class. Then you have the only boss fight in the game, which is actually just a bigger version of the demon type class. It's greatly disappointing that Valley doesn't have these really cool enemies coming out the woodwork and something completely different to show off the mystery of the valley itself. It's a major letdown and it's a con for me. My last and final con for Valley is that the story itself is actually not that impressive. The monologues and little intricate detailings of Virginia King's and note left by some soldiers really give some insight, but for the most part the game plans by the doctor who created the L.E.A.F suit and what the main intentions were to do with the valley itself really didn't make it any more appealing or have some oh my god moments itself. It's actually pretty lackluster and very underwhelming as a whole, and it seems to really drag for the final portions of the game. And on top of that, the game itself is less than 6 hours. It's a definite con for me. But all in all, Valley is definitely a cool game. From the beautiful graphics and art style it has, to the very cool and awesome L.E.A.F suits and its upgrades, and even having the fate of the valley in your hands of what you give and take is dope. but the barren valley itself and the glitchy moments it has, the repetitive enemies you constantly fight throughout the game, and then even the very underwhelming and dragging on story that seems to go on for a while can push a lot of folks away. But I'll be giving Valley a 3 out of 5.
Alright guys, that concludes my review of Valley. Stay tuned because I have many more reviews for you guys coming from Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Uno, Abzu, and No Man's Sky, and many more reviews for you guys coming, so stay tuned for that as well. Also, if you haven't seen my previous reviews on Batman and Telltale Series Episode 1, The Park, Firewatch, and 7 Days to Die, links to those will be in the description box below where you can check all of them out. Also, if you want to see my Battlefield 1 beta thoughts and impressions, links to that will be in the description box below as well. Also, to my Let's Play fans, we will be starting Heavy Rain Episode 2 tonight, so stay tuned for that as well. If you haven't seen Episode 1, link to that will be in the description box below as well. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitch and Twitter, links to both be in the description box below where you can follow me on both. So until next time and until the next video, guys, we'll tune in, turn up, and throw down. I'm out.